Hi everybody, and thanks Shani, our director this morning. Shani Fernando doing a great job. Okay, so this is from the presses 6, and we seem to be getting a fair number of these from the presses, and it's good. It's good. I mean, we can go on forever, partly because there's so many books to look at. And this morning I thought I'd look at a variety of books just to show people the spread of campus press books by me. And the first one is Te Haere o Te Reo, which of course is about the grammar of the Māori language, and it's sold pretty well, and it's pretty good in the respect that it takes it nice and easy and slowly, and I think covers every single point. And it's probably, of the grammars, it's probably, funnily enough, like Bruce Biggs's grammar, which is a strange thing for me to say, but it's actually, because I didn't really follow him that much at all, actually. But in terms of the way it's set out and its simplicity, because I take great pride in its clarity and how it proceeds. It's a popular book, Te Haere o Te Reo, and that shows, I suppose, one point in the spread of campus press books that we will deal with grammar. We've taken that to another extent now. I say we because I've got my daughter working with me on a Japanese Māori, she's the Japanese expert, phrase book, and that will go out under Go Press when it's finished. We've been chipping away at that for a bit, but the idea there is that Esme and I will put this book out possibly in December, January. I said this time last year, but let's just say under Go Press. And the reason it's called Go Press is because in Japanese, Go refers to language as in Eigo for English, Māori Go for Māori, Nihongo for Japanese, and so on. And that will probably be the grammar press. We might even publish the same book in campus press and Go Press, I'm not sure. Also, we're using Go Press as, in terms of the English Go, in terms of kind of travel books and things like that. So, for example, my so-called biography, it's kind of, I don't know what to make of it really, whatever Life and Times, will go out on Go Press because it's not an academic book, and I guess it's a Go book, yeah, in terms of the English idea of Go, the journey and so forth. So that's one little tangent there. Another part of the spread is Takutai, the foreshore and seabed. I went into great depth, I suppose. And I'm very pleased with this book, actually. It's very extensive research and good, solid research. It doesn't deviate, it doesn't have any kind of quantity, as they say, or wander. It doesn't wander. It's very, very straight up and down in terms of what the foreshore and seabed legislation in Aotearoa is, what it means, what the various political parties were doing with it, and its significance for the future. It's also very, very new, I think. I think it's new because I still haven't read anything similar. Because what I noticed when I really looked at the legislation was that the idea of the commons around New Zealand, as opposed to the commons inside a village or in the heart of a village, the idea that a periphery could be the commons, I still see as very, very new, very, very interesting, very, very important. I think there's something similar in Canada, but it's kind of hard to get from this distance, and I couldn't quite get my head around the way that they were trying to work with Indigenous issues in Canada, except to say that a lot of it seemed to be very good. So I don't want to draw too much of a comparison there, because others could who know about Canadians and Indigenous people in that area. So if we look at those two, then there's quite a big difference between Te Haere o Te Reo and Takutai. Similarly, if we would take another book, Iwi Station, that really sits in the middle, I guess, of biography, because obviously I'm on the radio and have been for many years in Māori every day, day in, day out in the week, and on Saturdays. The only day I'm not on the radio is on Sundays. And sometimes I'm on two stations, one of which is all of the stations, and that is Radio Wātea when I'm being interviewed by them or something. And of course my station is 89.8 radio running out in Palmerston North. And I've been with the shop for 13 years. It's been a long and good walk. It's been great. So Iwi Station is about the Māori stations and what they're all about, and it's been pretty hard not to say what I'm doing there and to personalise things a bit. You just can't not do that. All right, okay, so I've got another one here, which I won't pull out of its jacket, and that is Papers to Conference, which I brought along today because it was the very first book in around the year 2000 that set off a whole set of books, so that when we have this person, and big shout out to the person concerned, who I name from Canterbury University, talking about 28 different titles, most of those titles have actually come out since 2000. 2002, 2003, and they are often new editions. So I guess there's about a dozen books with new editions, second edition, third edition, and so forth, floating out there. And we're in a situation now where we've got a rush on with Shani Fernandez-Canteen, Shani Fernando, and of course we've got we've got Tony, the managing director of my company. We've got a lot of things happening which are producing. We've got affiliate publishing houses, and we've just got a lot happening this year, this next 6 months. It's very, very exciting, and I'm very, very pleased. And I'd just like to close with a salute really to library suppliers who have been the backbone of our publishing this last 10 years, particularly to Wheelers Books, but Academy Books in Auckland, and lots and lots of library suppliers who I owe a lot to. We owe a lot to because it's a we business now, and of course to my binder Sid. With that, a long time ago I decided that Sid was actually my best friend because he'd been with the outfit for so long, and I started naming our accounts after Sid. So it's Sid 00013, an account for whatever dollar going out, and all the Sids because of my accountants have taken it back by this. I don't know why, it's just a curiosity. All right, we're finished there. Thanks very much. You've been with Peter Cleave here, and it's been From the Precious, and nice to talk to you again. Thank you, Shani. If I should fall, leave me lying, leave me on the broken road, leave me quiet to stand. If I should bleed, leave my body roll, leave me on the broken road. Fall out on my own, let me crash down to the sky, and leave me loose, leave me on the broken road, let me fall down on my own, let me crash down to the sky. fall. Leave me lying, leave me on the broken road. Let me fall down on my own. Let me crash down through the sky. If I should bleed, leave my body raw. Leave me on the broken road. Let me fall